we can be sure that Jehovah will never abandon those who trust in him. Not now, not ever. As you watch the following video, envision the secure future that lies ahead when we will enjoy complete security.
Do you long for a home of your own? Jehovah promised the returning exiles that they would build and enjoy comfortable dwellings. Jehovah likewise cares for us, whether we lose our home or we are taken from it. Above all, true worship provides spiritual security that is found nowhere else. The spiritual home we have now reminds us that Jehovah will give us a physical place to call home in the new world. They will build houses and live in them.
What a beautiful video. It helps us imagine what we will experience in the near future when all of God's promises become a reality on a paradise earth. When we truly are safe, cared for in every way, physically, spiritually, and emotionally. Would you like to read another comforting promise from Jehovah?
Not really, Ronald, thank you. We'll leave it there. We've been watching governing body helper Ronald Curzon, who I like to call Robo-Ron, due to his unique presentation style. He's been taking us through the symposium item, Take Delight in God's Promises of Peace. They will build houses and plant vineyards, based on Isaiah 65. So what we have here is more dangling of fantastically appealing promises to the Jehovah's Witness faithful. In this case, stick with us, be loyal as followers of the governing body, and you'll get a house. And who knows, maybe it will be a lakeside house where you'll be able to jump off the pier in the morning and go for a nice swim. Or maybe it will be a villa in somewhere like Tuscany, and you'll have a huge vineyard at your disposal for making wine. And maybe we can expect Tony Morris to come down from heaven every now and then just to make sure the quality is up to standard. So this is what it's come to. Basically bribing Jehovah's Witnesses with real estate. Goodness knows Jehovah's Witnesses as an organization have enough real estate already. But obviously this is quite different. This is promising that you'll get a wonderful place to live once you're in the paradise. Of course, David Splain has already in a previous convention or annual meeting, I can't remember which, floated the idea that at least some people will have to live in cities.
Yes, there are going to be adjustments that have to be made. And what about living conditions? Where would you prefer to live in the new world? Maybe you love the country. And if you're assigned to live in the country, you'll be very happy. But suppose you love the country, but you're assigned to live in a city. Well, you can learn to love the city. Jehovah can help you to become whatever you need to become.
So whereas some Jehovah's Witnesses, or Armageddon survivors, or resurrected ones, whatever, get to live in luxurious countryside dwellings, usually timber framed, because there'll be a timber yard somewhere, won't there, where some people will have the gig of sawing wood all day, and they'll be perfectly happy doing that, while other people are just messing around in lakes. So, whereas some people will live in luxury countryside residences, others in the paradise will apparently live in skyrises, because there will be paradise cities, according to David Splain, no scripture cited. I've made the point so many times, though, where is all the space coming from? If you Google how many people have ever lived, you're going to get, as one estimate, I realise there will be many estimates, it's a really hard question to answer, but at least one estimate is 100 billion people who've ever lived. And the current Jehovah's Witness teaching is that pretty much everyone who has ever lived will get resurrected unless they die at Armageddon, or unless they grieve the Spirit in some way by becoming a Christian or becoming a Jehovah's Witness and then turning apostate or betraying Christ or whatever. So just think of that. At least tens of billions of people materializing in the undergrowth and then wandering out into the open, ready to find whoever might know them or whoever their family might be, being given Bible studies. As I've mentioned already, we can include the likes of Genghis Khan. In a recent annual meeting, they even depicted a conquistador being resurrected and having a Bible study. And we know what sort of atrocities the conquistadors committed in the New World, in the Americas, once they made landfall. So all sorts of vile people are going to be brought back, and they're all going to get a beautiful home. How on earth is this going to work? We've already had a segment promising that they'll all get fed with smoothies. Welcome to paradise. Here's your smoothie. They'll all get delicious food. They'll all get pottery and cutlery and glass jars and goodness knows what else. And they'll all have fabulous homes. Tens of billions of people. And as I've already argued many times on this channel, our planet is already overpopulated with nearly 8 billion. 8 billion is bringing our planet to its knees in terms of how much resources are being needed, how much food is being needed, infrastructure, sanitation. It's having a noticeable effect on our planet and its climate. Just 8 billion, let's say. And this is a religion whose theology says, well, let's ramp that up, shall we? Let's include everyone who has ever lived, because they all deserve a second chance and actually, come to think of it, a luxury countryside home.